Okay, there we go, man. Oi. Oi. Terrible. Cat, get out of my trash can. You have to be confident. Gross. Not sure how that happened. I don't know where the cat went, but last I saw her, she was climbing into my trash can. Ooh. Oh, I messed it up somehow. Hi. Go in the bed. There you go. Cat, can you not? I don't even know what she's eating. I don't know what she's eating. I don't know if it's audible either. Meant to jump past him. Made it. Yeah, hi. Hi. She's just climbing the wall. I don't. It's, you know. Okay, cat. Open the door. Oh, okay. It was cool for a second. Yes. Yeah. Okay. Uh, ah, ah.
Yeah, that was definitely Solus. Sounds like there's a helicopter on the roof. That's our only ticket out of this place. Grab on. Let's go.
Gotta make him mad. That's how it's done.
Why did he leave? Maybe killing us wasn't his objective. Anyway, we better get out of here before we run into him again.
Did you hear something? Open the shutters!
I have been off all of my meds for the past 3 days. And one of those meds is like an antihistamine or something. As it turns out, I was allowed to take that one, but I didn't pay attention to that. So right now I'm getting hit with all the histamines. Water time.
You ready?
I'm gonna get this. It's a new strat that I've implemented. Damage cancel, knockdown canceling,
Well, looks like we're both still in one piece.
slight advantage.
This place. This is
Saves
a
like
research
half a
facility.
second.
Perfect. Please listen to me.
Got this. I got this.
The chopper's back.
Got it. First try cat skip. Let's see it. Let's see it.
Over there. There he is.
RNG. Nothing I can do about that. Oh, second try. Third try. Third try. Ain't no shame in third try. Comparison video, that was like 8th try cat skip, so. Where did I lose all this time? What'd I do? What'd I do wrong? $40. Calling it 40 seconds. Yeah, 40. 45. 45. 45.
He's having hallucinations. Don't you think she's acting like herself more than before? He is our final hope.
You don't want me to die, do you?
My cat is trying to climb a wall again. I have no idea what she wants. If I open the door, let her out, she'll just stare at me. Going down a slope, like the stairs, you will go faster. Because I think your speed is increased when you're going down a slope. Okay. Hi. Still can't do it. I'm so garbage. Hi, cat. If I put my hand down, she'll rub her face all over it, but other than that, she doesn't want anything.
There wasn't any wall like this here before. This must be from the ruins. That looks useful. Stop.
My cat is stepping on my scale now. Calm down. It sounds like she wants something, but she doesn't. Meow. I don't even know if she's audible on the microphone. She's audible to me. Okay, calm down.
Security is pretty tight here. Looks like they don't want us to go any further. What do you think? and try these keys out. Stop. Turn the keys simultaneously, on my signal. Ready? 3, 2, 1, turn! No good.
Am I insane? Am I actually insane? Am I actually insane? Not a clue how I messed that up.
3, 2, 1, turn!
There we go, man.
Let's go. Stop. Stop! Here they come!
Last time by the next split, I had a 1.5-minute lead, and OBS disconnected. I always think this is a different hallway.
Wait. I don't think he got here all by himself. What the hell happened here?
Is it good, you know? That's I. Wasn't optimal, but I still fell down the stairs. I think my cat is messing with the wires behind my desk now. Because I can hear her. Go sleep, cat.
Here they come!
I've always wondered what these... I should go down there and read what those say sometimes.
I am the one.
She's messing with wires. Cat. Weenie. There's nothing. Why are you hitting wires? Hey. I have one hand because I'm trying to interact with the cat with the other. I don't know where she is.
This is Glenn.
I heard that you were
This
awake.
says,
I can't believe you made it this far.
"May your souls forever rest in peace. Use sacrifices.
Derek has been showing signs of
Something be
acceleration.
forgotten."
Acceleration, you say?
I wonder what those ones down there say. I don't think I have a.
So, the Alpha Project managed to produce one success
Don't have
after
enough
all.
time.
Derek, you may be able to get near Nexus. Come along.
Check this out, right? See? Started the jab animation, cancel it. Don't think it's enough for the hitbox to come out, but it's neat. Meow. 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 She's just crawling into the corner of the wall.
It's all up to you, Derek.
You know what's interesting? It's in this
Here it is.
cutscene only. His coat is weird.
Nexus is located at its
See?
center.
It's interesting.
We've studied it for 10 long years, but it is still full of mysteries. We do not know who created it, but we do know what they created it for. It is definitely a weapon. The technology is astounding. Our understanding has not even scratched the surface. No, to tell the truth, we have not even found a surface to scratch.
But isn't it dangerous? A Pandora's box?
Extracting hope and hope alone from Pandora's box. That is science.
But you failed.
I can't argue with your assessment, but as in the legend, hope remains at the bottom of our box as well. You are that hope, Derek. You must stop Nexus. If you do not, the planet will be faced with a horrific crisis.
Crisis? Isn't apocalypse the word you're looking for? Please, help us.
Leave it to me.
Thank you.
I knew we could count on you, Derek. The accelerator is ready. Time to go.
Okay, back to work. We have to keep monitoring Nexus.
Let's continue. This way.
Yeah. I don't know what you're looking at. I don't know what you're looking at.
Good. Now hold still.
Maybe she sees a light on the wall or something. I don't know. What are you looking at? Don't jump up there. Don't jump up there.
This is a highly concentrated solution of telangen. We call it accelerator.
Yeah.
Actually, I would have liked to spend
Meow,
more
meow.
time on the purification process.
There's a meow meow.
Time is a luxury we do not have. Even at this level of purity, this should raise your physical
Ooh, you good
capability
kitty.
to a whole new level.
Go go. Go go.
How long will it
Go,
take
go.
for the accelerator to take effect?
The effects are immediate. An injection of this much telangen will trigger a rapid metabolic change in his cells, giving him great power.
Is it safe?
Derek will be able to endure it.
Oh no, I know what she's gonna do.
Endure it a little.
She's gonna walk on top of my computer and turn it off.
Derek, can I ask you something? Who is
Over
that girl?
here. Just go sleep. So no.
Don't you know who she is?
No, I do not. She doesn't work for this research.
No.
Why does she know so much?
No kitty. I don't know what she's thinking. Hey.
This is acceleration.
Is that it?
The number of receptors in his body has increased in response to the additional telangen.
So that's it. Now we're ready to face Nexus. How do we get to Site Zero?
Use the direct access elevator. You'll find it in...
F block.
You are well informed.
Okay.
Yeah, you
let's go
better not.
downstairs.
Where's you at? She's knocking over something. I see you. Stop. Don't. 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 You stay there. Hang on. Okay. She's on top of the CRT. Hi. Hi. You're so problematic. It's nighttime. You can't see anything out there.
We have a chance to
She's
stop
clawing at the window.
More than a chance, I hope.
All right then.
No.
I'm counting
No.
on you two.
Come on.
Let's go.
Please stop doing that. Come on, I rent here. Expensive. Go sleep on the bed. Come here. Come on. Come on. Come on, sweetie. There we go. There we go. Go sleep on the bed. Would you consider attempting to do a no-death run on Expert Extreme? Dude, if I'm not a masochist, to be honest. Way back in my early days of running this game, I did an expert run, and this was when I was just starting out, so keep in mind I was garbage, but I couldn't even complete the run. I got 7.5 hours in. It was 6 a.m. at that point, and I gave up because I couldn't do it. I was at the last Solace fight, so there was like 20 more minutes of the game. If I went back and did it again, I could probably do it. It would be it would be tough. Still in JP, it would be tough. It would be way more tough in NTSC. But I honestly don't think I would. That's too stressful. I feel like I'd get burnt out very quick. This other guy, IQ Dropper, from what he's told me, he's gonna run extreme, so that's probably more his thing. Yeah, it's pretty crazy, yeah. I should, after, I'm really doing all sodas right now, just to have, like, solid run, so that, this, basically the community leader, I guess, or moderator. How did Siri just alone try and jump the bridge with the cheap E? I still have trouble with that. I can never do it first try. And I've done it many times. But yeah, after, if this also is run turns out good, I'm gonna send it to him. Other day took me 6 tries. I'm gonna send it to him. Maybe he'll make all sodas an official category because I think it's interesting. And then I'll go back to running any percent. I haven't run any percent since I took the time below 3 hours. Cause that was like, that was it. That was the magnum opus. Yeah. I've been trying to think of like potential for sequence breaks or huge skips. And oh man, earlier I had a thought for one, but I can't remember now. Oh yeah. Right now, wrong warping, no clue how to do it, no clue if it's even possible in Breakdown. But if it is, the second to last area, the Nexus area, that I think that might be on the same map as the starting area, because keycard list still works on that map, which means the geometry at least in that area is the same. So it might be the same map, and since you wake up there, you might be able to wrong warp to it if there's a way to even wrong warp and Breakdown. Yeah, that would basically cut out the whole game though, so I feel like any percent would have to branch off into categories then. Because the game would be like 10 minutes long depending on when you can do it. If that is possible, that'd be crazy. But also, I wouldn't do it so much because, you know, the category would be too short. But, you know, there'd probably be branches like no, wrong warp, stuff like that. Also, Japanese version is the optimal version by a significant margin. Just by default, it saves like 20 minutes. Enemies are more passive. There's certain spots that you can just skip. There's certain spots in NTSC, like the American release, that seem a little weird. Like, why are there a bunch of scuttlebugs around this button? You know, that seems kind of lazy. Well, it's because in the original release, there were no scuttlebugs there, and in like the part with the assault talons where you have to kill waves of them, you could just hit the button to skip that part. So, their solution was just to make you take damage when you try and do that.
Hold your fire, you stupid maggots. Hey, pal, stand down. At ease, soldier. We're the good guys.
That's good to know. Yeah. If you try and find JP anywhere online, except for one source, which is Genki Video Games, they are great. That's where I got mine, and they sell sealed copies. I'm thinking about getting another one. Yeah. But I still want that because it's much more enjoyable, but it's also like just NTSC's a bit crazier, I guess. So found on Amazon, dude. Amazon, it's price gouging. I got mine for $33 from Genki Video Games. eBay and Amazon, it's like $200. You can get it sealed from Genki Video Games. I'm thinking about getting another one just to have a sealed one. eBay and Amazon are complete scams. Do you have any interest in running the game as a speedrunner? Because if so, there's community Discord that's linked through the speedrun.com page. And it's much more active than it was just a couple months ago. When I joined, there were like 2-3 other people, and now there's like 10. And there's a whole useful resources channel with a bunch of information. Still playing this on the original 360? Yeah. That's why I did my very first run on. But once I get an Xbox... Oh, I really just did that, didn't I? Yeah. I have to focus. I'm sorry. I've been trying... I think I like the game, but in general, I'm not good at telling if I like something. I don't know how to tell because it's not something I can quantify. Should I know OG Xbox plays? Yeah. You know, the whole reason I got into this in the first place was because I refurbished my childhood original Xbox, and afterwards I was like, dang, I need to have a justification to have done this, because I spent like 30 bucks on it. So I looked up like best original Xbox games, and Breakdown was an exclusive, so I got it. In the useful resources channel in the Discord server, there's a 5-page document of the theories based on how the mechanics of the game works. For example, the physics are momentum based, so as you can see here, the cart's going fast, I'm not moving, like I'm not walking, but when I jump, I stay more or less in place, which means that Derek's speed is the same as the cart's. And since your jump is based on how much speed you have already, if you're walking forward and then jump while you're on the cart, you go way faster. It's not crazy useful, but I think it looks cool. And I did make a clip from a run the other day where I accidentally did 2 in a row. I like jumped off the cart really fast, and then I accidentally jumped back on and back off it. It was neat. It's only useful in like this spot that's coming up, but I think it's fun. Kitty cat. See, in JP, these guys are way more passive. Like, it looks like they're shooting at me. They're not doing a whole lot. It'll take them a while. And my cat is scratching my box spring. I never knew the difference between the versions, yeah. I have no idea what the difference is between PAL. I can ask this one guy in the server, Dax, who runs the fan page on Twitter. He actually, according to him, he has some amount of contact with a few of the original developers, which I think is interesting. So that's cool. I don't have PAL, but I have US and Japanese enemies are more passive, but I feel like the Talon warriors hit you more frequently. In certain parts, don't have enemies. A lot of parts don't have enemies. You take less damage. It's just generally easier, and that's why the US release feels kind of crazy, because I feel like they overcompensated. Here we go. See how fast I went. It's not super useful, but I still think it's fun. Ooh, gotta have a minute and a half, like yesterday. I think it was yesterday. Minute and a half? Minute and a half? Kill all of them, including the... I have never... My version is the White Room. Man, let me tell you about the White Room. I'm gonna give you some insider knowledge dug up from the breakdown archaeological dig site that is the original community from 2004. I found online. This guy, way back in the day, Chris Harrison or something, he created a document with all of the combos in it. And as it turns out, you can counterattack. So you know the first wave where there's a bunch of those like advanced talons that just shield all the time and hit you a bunch. If you just guard and keep mashing RT, they just all die. It's so easy. That basically just nullifies it, because the rest of it, like with the assault talons and the stealth talons, you just go into the middle of them and then you shockwave and they die. And then after that, when there's a bunch of them, all you have to do is kill the 3 big ones, and it's enough for all the other ones to freeze. Consumes health, yeah. It's not a huge deal, because everything there drops like full health. And here, I was just a touch too slow. I do the first jab to lock them into it, so that I can land one of those consistently. Also, side note, I've documented the frame data for a lot of the moves. Doing the roll to the side, yeah. High kick is by far the best move. It does 100. I should have jumped earlier. It does 143 damage, I think, and for reference, jab does 12. Yeah. Yeah. So there is a list of the frame datas. High kick hits on frame 22. I think slide hits on frame 30. Straight punch hits on frame 8, but the animation's longer than jab, so overall you're waiting longer. And left hook is objectively better than right hook. I think, from what I remember, the animation's a bit longer, but you can interrupt it sooner. And it does more damage, and it hits sooner. So it's just a straight up better move. Okay. Yeah, every move can be, that's why I don't call it the infinite hook combo anymore, because I call it like hook looping, because every move can be looped into itself. Yeah. So if you're gonna start hook loops, it's objectively better to start with the left one, because it'll hit sooner and it does more damage, and you can interrupt it sooner with the second one. Because you can loop high kicks. Part of the reason they're so good is because they have very little knockback, so you can just loop them into themselves. Left is the smart one, yeah. You know what I noticed the other day? That seems... I don't know... I doubt it does anything, but there is a button in the helicopter fight arena. There is a button for the shutters that gets blown up, which I find very strange, because as far as I know, it doesn't do anything. So it's like, you know, why is it there? Just to mess with us? Try and see if you can beat Solace here. I doubt it. I think it's like earlier where it just shields automatically. It seems it's just like a taunt. It's there, it's like ha. It's the answer is right here, but you can't get it. Oh, sewer soda. I forgot this was a split. I lost 3 seconds. Don't mean to disturb the run. No, I'll get distracted by something else anyway. I have pretty bad ADHD. I'll get distracted by my own thoughts. And I've been trying to figure out why Breakdown's movement feels, I don't know if unsatisfying is the right word, but I think I figured out why it feels so unsatisfying, I guess. It's because there's very little feedback for it. When you jump, there isn't much of a sound effect. There's a very small animation. It's just hands going up. There isn't much feedback you get from it. It doesn't feel like you're doing anything meaningful. Compare that to like Jet Set Radio Future, which I have over there. It's just like you see the sparks from the skates and you're moving real fast and just sound. It feels like you're doing something cool. Here it doesn't feel like you're doing anything. Or Super Mario Sunshine. It's from a third person perspective, so you can see what's happening. It feels more impactful. Yeah, I've been thinking about that a lot lately. I forgot I shouldn't have stood up there. Just noticed there were no floating white Talon on the ladder. That is also another really thing about JP, because those guys will just knock you down. It's so terrible. Yeah. Back when I used to run it, because there was nothing you could do about it. Like, you just fall back down. Oh, no, please. No, I have to die. I just remembered there's a soda here. And that's why the previous run is invalidated. Please, kill me. Something kill me. I missed a soda, wait. Something kill me. Please, kill me. Mr. Helicopter, no, please. Please, Mr. Helicopter, please. Please kill me. Okay. Because no matter what time I get, it's a default best run in the category. Because the other ones are invalid. Because, check this out, I missed this soda. Let's select the right one. Is that it? Nope. The soda, for the soda run, for some reason, I thought it was only vending machines, but basically, yeah, it's every soda. And I kept finding more. Just checking over here, because I've never actually checked back here, and I'm kind of paranoid now. Either way, I think I still have a lead, which is kind of sad. That means I was doing terrible before. Yeah. It's also, like, I guess easier because you're constantly healing. So it's more relaxed. You don't have to care so much about health. You can do cool stuff like just jump through the tripwires and cancel the knockdown but still take the damage. It's just interesting. Okay, dang. Come on. Come on. Ugh. Come on. Come on. Found out if I timed that right. Urban meeting Glenn. Oh yeah. I don't know, but like, what's the purpose of backflipping when you can just kind of jump over it? You know? I'm gonna go try the button. Because last time I tried it, the door was already exploded. Let's see what happens. Oh, dude, I would have cried if that went up. I would have been bawling, because that means that this was pointless. But maybe there's some funky collision there. Who knows? That's messed up. That's a cruel prank. That's messed up. I thought it was gonna open too. It's messed up. It would be so great if you could skip this, because it's so heavily RNG based. My best fight ever here was, I think just under a minute. Are you kidding me? How many more times? How many more times? How many more times? How many more times? There we go, man. See it though for you. If only that would open. It's possible that there's some weird collision going on there, because there are certain spots where some weird collision will push you through. But I doubt it. Yeah, it's so heavily RNG based. He could just stay away the whole time, in which case you can't hit him. He could be close. It's whatever. I'm still ahead, despite having to pick up extra sodas comparatively, and also being stupid and having to die. If you're too slick and you fall through both of those, then you die from the fall death timer. This one. Yep. Still in the helicopter fight in that comparison video. That's sad. How did I do that? After this, I can submit it. Rio might take a look at it. I hope he does, if he gets a chance. And then I guess I can go back to any %. It's more interesting to see that one develop, because there isn't like a point of reference for what a good time is for this category yet. Ooh, you know, it's that Jeep, it controls so weird. Controls so weird. It's so loose. I'm certain no one play tested that. Who thought that was okay? You know? Game can be run, yeah. Sub 3 hours. Way back when this was started, that just seemed like a dream, you know? Especially because JP was relatively unknown. You know, there isn't really much information on it out there. So, it's crazy that it can be done that fast now. I think sub 250 is definitely possible, but that is going to be quite the challenge, because that's better than my sum of best right now. Sum of best is like 251 80% last I checked. Like, I mean, I don't want the game to end up like 3 minutes long with some crazy huge glitch, but it would be nice to see like a solid glitch, maybe cut out minutes, maybe even an hour, just make it more bearable. Be interesting. NTSC, I think these guys will do too much damage. Ooh, actually, because of the sodies, you have full health here. That's interesting. If there's a way to get through the research center and immediately, that would be crazy. But I think like this game is specifically anti-sequence break, because each section is loaded in chunks. You know, you go through here and that's like loading, and go through here, it's like loading. So I don't think anything past where you are is loaded. So even if you get out of bounds, which you can in a few spots, it's like, what are you gonna do? You know, in certain, sometimes you're on the right layer, like doing keycardless when you first start the game, where you can open the very first door with the keycard without using the keycard. You're not on the right layer, because using the keycard on the door changes you to layer 2, which is where all the events happen. If you're on layer 1, none of the events are loaded in, so you can just go through the area and the door won't open, so it's useless. But later, at the end of the game, for some reason, there's just one layer, so you can do keycardless, and it works, so it's cool. I'm not going to be doing keycardless in this run because it ends when you drink the last soda, because the thought process was it'll be much more enjoyable to do runs that are shorter rather than drinking the last soda and then going through the rest of it. You know? Because the shorter it is, the more bearable it is to do more runs. Okay, Alex. Oh, you know what I found out recently? You can still use this card at this point. I didn't even know that. But it's way better. All you do is wait, and then you hit the button, and then you just go through the first section. It's neat. There are a few ways you can clip through things. If you want to get specifically out of bounds, there are usually 2 requirements that have to be met. There has to be a low ceiling, and it has to be angled. That's why, you know, the first part of the game where the boxes collapse with the earthquake, if you stand on top of the highest box, look down and at the wall, and you jump, the ceiling there is angled and it's low, so you actually get pushed out of bounds, but not crazy useful. And another thing that'll lose you like 2-3 minutes, in the last helicopter, you know, the very last part of the game with the helicopter, if also the battery in JP is in a completely different spot, so my first run JP was very confusing. But what was I saying? Oh yeah, there's a spot in the last helicopter that has both a low ceiling and an angled ceiling, which means if you jump in the wrong spot, when given the choice between Y and X, you just clip out of the helicopter and you have to rewatch it, and it's like a 2-minute time loss. Yeah, just found out on accident. I'm getting, I think this Saturday is when it's gonna ship here. I'm getting a third-party Intech original Xbox controller that's wireless, because I think that's just gonna be more convenient. And also, it has turbo buttons, and I asked Rio, who's like our leader, I guess, and he said that he didn't see an issue with using turbo buttons or programmable buttons. So, you know, it's not even gonna be like a huge advantage. It's just gonna be like, for vending machines, I can just hold down X and I don't have to keep mashing it. So it's just gonna be a convenience thing. It won't really give me an edge, according to him. Ooh, here's something interesting that can be shown off. The corners of these chairs have strange collision. Like right here. Yeah, see, you just get pushed on top of them. See? Yeah. Because he said he couldn't think of any like crazy input tech that would give you a huge advantage. It would just be a convenience thing. What you doing, kitty? I should update the mechanics document. There's a lot more in there that hasn't been documented yet. Just the Jeep 3 tries, but still not one. Man, I think I figured it out. You have to jump earlier than you would expect. Because if you jump later, you don't have the height. So that's what I'm gonna try. I'm gonna jump much earlier than I think I should. What happened? Okay. Okay. Yeah. It just lagged hardcore for a second. That really spooked me because this game has froze up on me before on stream. Only once, but it has happened. And I have this as an unlisted video that just posted in the breakdown Discord. I got soft locked in the very first tutorial part of the game. And I don't know what I did. I was just doing it normally off stream just for practice. And, you know, normally after the bar and all that, the rehab, the door opens, you jump up onto it, and you go to the next section. But for whatever reason, it just didn't open. And then the first door you go through with the key card, that wasn't open either. No idea what caused it, and it's never happened again. Yeah, there's a Discord. There should be a link to it on the speedrun.com page. There's a lot of cool people there. When I first joined, there were like 3 other people, and now there's, I think, 10. It's pretty wild. Yeah. It's cool. In the game discussion channel, I've been just posting pictures of paintings that I found around the game because I just started to notice those details. And I was like, what does this look like to anyone? And Rio said he thought it looked like cows on the moon. It doesn't make a lot of sense explaining it, but if you saw it in the channel, it makes a lot more sense. But I have no idea what it's of. There's a few paintings that just look weird. Because I've been... A big interest of mine has been like figuring out things with the files and just stuff that isn't very surface level. So I've gone through some of the files before, but I'm not an expert, so I can't get that much out of it other than like the movie files. And of those movie files, all of them are playable. They're XMV files, except for one file. And it feels like a joke. It's a file called True End, and it's a movie file. And it can't be opened. It doesn't work. I wish I knew what was on it. It feels like just a joke. Because it's way smaller than all the other movie files, too. Cat. One of the guys on the Breakdown Discord, Dax, he's really cool. He actually archived a lot of the stuff from the original Breakdown webpage. So he has, like, high-quality concept art pictures and stuff like that. It's cool. I tried to use like the Wayback Machine to go back and document some of that stuff, but not everything was preserved, so let's see how this goes. See how this goes. Just a little bit later. Second try. Second try. I dare you. Second try. Second try. Just wait. Just second try. It's just a little bit later. Just second try. Just second try. Just give it a second. Second try. Okay, third try. Just give it the third try. Just give it a second. Just third try. That's Solace. High kick will kill first round Solace in 7 hits. Let me see if I can get a third try. This bridge. I've seen people just straight up land. You not even grab the ledge, they just land on the other side. No idea how they do it. What's crazy is that in the comparison video, I'm somehow still at the first area drinking those sodas. Just got into the Jeep. It's wild. Ooh, something else that's cool about JP? You know how this door is normally red with the enemies? It's just not. It's sick. You just go past these guys. Cat. It's knocking down my stuff. I've been trying to get the best video quality on my original Xbox because that's one of my obsessions is video quality. And I've spent many days, not hours, days, just comparing the colors of the capture card with a reference photo, trying to get them exactly the same before just scrapping the idea of using my previous capture card altogether and using a different one I had, connecting it through the pass-through of this one, which is actually useful because the capture card I'm using as a pass-through, the Hauppauge HD PVR, which, by the way, that's about the cheapest one I would recommend for these purposes. It's only like $40–50 on eBay. They're crazy easy to find, and they're decently quality. What's being seen right now is not through the Hauppauge, it's through a Hornet Tech HDMI to USB 3 that's connected through the pass-through of the Hauppauge. But most of my, I think actually all of my posted runs onto YouTube are recorded through the Hauppauge or captured through the Hauppauge. So this definitely, what I'm doing right now definitely looks better than the Hauppauge, but I can't remember what I was saying. Oh yeah, I've been trying to get the best video quality on the original Xbox. I'm using some component cables that I made by taking Xbox 360 component cables and some a really cheap, just eBay Chinese Xbox component cable. I cut off the connector for the Xbox component cable, and I soldered on the good shielded wires from the Xbox 360 component cable, so it has the right connector and the good shielding. It's all good. So that's been working, but I did pre-order Make Megahertz HDMI mod, which will get here sometime around the end of the month. So this thing's gonna have HDMI digital lossless hookup pretty soon. Not even gonna be a huge difference, but I don't care. Anything in the pursuit of video perfection. And once again, my cat is meowing at the nothing. Yeah, it already looks pretty good for original Xbox. Like, it's plenty clear, at least. It is obviously low resolution. Like, it's not 360. No brute talon there either. Yeah, it's great. Oh, and something else. You probably have already been doing this, but until recently, the strat here is just to jump through this area. But now, the strat is to jump to this cheat and then use it because it's much faster. Yeah, I've put too much effort into the quality of the video. Yeah, this is faster by a few seconds. Oh, what? Thanks for that. The composite cables, no good. S-video cables are slightly better, but the issue is I can't find any S-video cables online, but it's not like I don't need them. I mean, it's not like I need them. I have component cables, but when I was writing a document recommending like how people should capture their Xbox for like a decent price. I said that if you find S-Video cables online, you should get them. But the issue is that a lot of the third-party S-Video cables also have the composite cable on it, which means that there's going to be interference between the two, so it's not really worth it. I do have some S-Video cables for this, and it's like a weird PS2, Xbox, Nintendo AV multi-out, weird multi-connector. But I don't know if it's any good. Just these homemade component cables are plenty good. Oh, I've not been paying attention. I do feel kind of dumb right now. Getting caught up talking about video quality. Oh, and there's no dude past these guys. Normally, past these guys with the only door you use the level 3 keycard on. There's the guy with the rocket. Not here. It's very, very nice. Quality of life. And it's alright. The semi-unfortunate thing about having played through the game so many times is that I'm kind of sort of on autopilot, which I don't really like, because I feel like it's easier for me to get bored with the game because I don't have to use my brain. This all just happens. You know, with a new game you have to like solve puzzles and figure out what you're supposed to do and stuff like that, but it's not much more to figure out when you've played through it so many times. So I can kind of do it distracted. And this area, ooh, it's just all black. And then the hexagons, they all white. It's retina burning. Normally you can jump around what all the stuff I'm doing right now. Not all the stuff, but like this specific spot. You can jump over this stuff, but I need the soda here, so. I still have a lead, but I feel I have brought shame upon myself for such a heinous mistake. For such a beginner flounder. You better not. Okay. I'm having flashbacks to when I started running this game and I would spend an hour here. Flashbacks. On the demo disc. There was a demo disc for Breakdown? I know Dax said there was a promotional disc. It's a good thing that my past self is way worse than even now, because the comparison video is still behind. In the official magazine, dang son. And with 4 levels from the game. I wonder if anything was like different, because that would be would that have been after the game was already released, or would that have been like a beta pre-release build, like just to get it out there? I'm gonna just stop. I need to hone in before it was released. Alright. I swear, this is not the norm. Erica. The game I was playing demo disc until this game came out. Oh, that's cool. Alright. There we go. Man, that was significantly more complicated than it needed to be. Oh, and I think, yeah, here aren't the advanced salons. And there are 2 sodas that aren't in the Japanese version, which makes it just straight up superior, even though it's already superior for all sodas. It has 2 less. Yeah. I don't know what to call them. I just call them advanced because they look advanced. I guess they're called guards. I actually have 2 sets of the manuals. I could just go check. Even if I lost like an hour of time, it would still technically be the best time because a valid run doesn't exist. There's not a soda up here in NTSC. Over there, there's a soda. And also, there aren't the light bulb guys. You can use one-way collision to get up through that platform slightly faster, but I don't think it's worth it. Yeah, the little bugs are still there, but you have to go over there. I did too early. Okay. We're resetting. And it's real gamer hours now. How does it all fall apart? I mean, you know, tried so hard, and I've got so far. Let's see it happen. Let's see it happen. Hi, cat. Let's see it happen. Oh, up here there aren't rocks. It's a big deal, I guess. Normally there's rocks. There are no rocks here. See, no rocks. It does look much emptier without the rocks, but... Meow. Meow. She's meowing at my closet door. I'm not gonna open that for you, cat. Because she's gonna go in there and get lost. Okay, let's take care of these. 3. I think 3 is enough. I'm gonna counterattack him. Counterattack. Red door blocking the way. There isn't? Wait. There isn't? I didn't even see that. Oh, I feel so stupid. I was just like, yeah, this is one of those spots. The whole time I've been running JP, I haven't noticed that, dude. I could have just not done that. Thanks. I'll know for the future. I guess there just aren't red doors. Well, there are, but later on. Dang. Well, I didn't notice because I was just thought that it was already blocked, just from memory. Ooh, I should have studied optimal going down strats Because I do know them. I just haven't practiced them. I even made an unlisted, like, tutorial, I guess, of what I thought were the optimal strats going down, and I don't remember any of it. Can't make that. I should study it. Meow. 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 I do remember this one. Okay, let's... Ugh. If you go just a little farther forward there, you grab that. Every single time. Let's not do this right now. Let's not do this right now. I'm gonna stay calm. I'm gonna stay calm. We're gonna try it one more time before just doing it the regular way. More try. I think I've caught up to myself in the comparison video, so this is going to be slower just as a run. But do I... Oh, dude. How am I falling apart? I need moral support. I need to meditate. To meditate. I'm entering true gamer mode. It hasn't caught on yet. Okay, now my cat wants something. Okay, I am gonna be behind, but am I insane? I'm not. I'm gonna one more try. I'm doing it out of principle at this point. Here's the thing. That ledge grab is consistent. I just realized what I was doing. You're supposed to push forward a little bit after you drop. I was pushing backwards. Ooh. It's basically what I wanted. Basically what I wanted. Forget it. Oh man. If only. If only. Okay, I need to meditate. Here's the thing. The worse I do on this run, when I come back to this category, if it's made an official category, then it's gonna be easier to beat. I'm trying to remember them. The worse I am now, the easier it's gonna be later, if you think about it that way. If you want to be really optimistic. I'm not gonna go for optimal strats. I'm gonna memorize them later. I'm just gonna go for whatever strats I see with my eyes. I have very little memory of the silos is the thing. I block it out. I block this part out from my mind. I'll memorize optimal strats later. Nope. I do remember this one? Yes, I do. I remember a few of them. my point prior to this still stands. Easiest way to get... It's crazy to think that there was a time when I was good at this. And that time was probably a week ago. What am I doing right now? Back in my earlier days of running, when I get to the ends of runs like here, I would just be really delirious because it would normally be like very late at night, and there'd be a lot of pressure and stuff. It's pretty early into the night. There is zero pressure right now. What am I doing? Here's the strat. If this run is 6 hours, then I can gold it by like 3 hours next time. So it's comparative. Let's just be normal. You know, if I had just done that the first time, Okay. This is one of the few ones I actually remember because it was one of the few that I've actually practiced. Yeah, one of the few I've actually practiced. I think, yes. There we go. Now we're picking up steam. I'm very momentum based. This is so useful for saving time. I honestly should just make a save file there and just practice them. I'm very momentum based. I'm getting in my zone right now. I'm getting into the flow state. Almost at that part. If you're in, I haven't checked the Discord yet. I don't know if you're in it or not. In the useful resources tab, I did post like a 2-minute unlisted video showing the optimal strats going down. So if you just watch those and then practice them, then you should be able to do it without thinking. That'll be sick. Yeah. I'm sorry, I just haven't checked the Discord yet because I've just been doing this. I saw a notification come up, but I was like, I should probably keep doing this. Thanks, man. Where did I kill it? There's different one, but whatever. Get in the flow state. I took off the blanket, so that means I'm serious. As soon as I said focus. There we go. Here 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 we go. Back in my day, back in my prime, when I could do silos. I don't know if I've ever even done silos completely clean in a run, but this is very far from clean. If you look back at some of my older runs, when I used to get way into these parts, yeah, I used to get like way into it, and every time I make a jump, I'd be like, yes, and I would like shoot my head forward and be like, yes, every time. A lot of the older ones just aren't worth looking at, honestly. They're garbage compared to like whatever the current ones are. You know what's I guess it's pretty unfortunate. Rio, who was like the first to do an official run all the way back in 2018, Dax has stated that he did runs either 4 or 6 years ago, and he has the splits, but no, there isn't video of it anymore at least. But Rio's original run was like 4 hours 40 or something like that, but it's lost to time. He does, however, he did properly archive his second run, which was like 3 hours 40 or something like that. So that's pretty interesting to check out, because that's like the oldest known documented run. Which, I mean, Rio at the moment doesn't do runs anymore, but that's just because of like his current circumstances. But he says he does plan to get back into it one day. I think my cat's in the trash can again. I can hear her. Did I? Yeah, no, I messed up. No, never mind. It's fine. Never jump up those first try. It's very strange. Only happens second try. Twice I almost fell off. Here we go, Solace. Are you kidding me? Look at the comparison video. How did I do that? How? I tied it up. I actually pulled ahead a little bit. What happened? That means in the comparison, the previous video, I messed up even worse somehow. That's insane. Tied it up. Still might somehow have a better time. Technically ahead. Don't know how it happened. I'm not gonna argue against it. You know what's fun about soda? Or I guess you could do this in any category. You don't have to worry about the health here. Because you have to have low health to die quicker. Because he has to beat you up. If you have too much health, he takes forever. So it's optimal to have, like, low health going into this. And it only takes 7 high kicks. Insane.
Derek.
Leave the female. Baggage.
7 high kicks. You know how I measured the damage each attack does? What I did, I gave Solace an arbitrary amount of health, say 1,000 is what I went off of, and then I based it off of like how many different, basically, however many hits it took to take down his first form, I'd take 1,000 and divide it by that number. Oh. Behind kick. There we go. So, it took 7 hits to kill Solace, so 134 damage. It took like 81 jabs to kill him, so that was 12. And just base everything off of a constant number. And it actually stayed pretty consistent because assuming that the Assault Talons have 70 health, it makes sense that you can kill them in one hit with a full body uppercut. Which means that there's some consistency to it. So, the numbers themselves are kind of arbitrary as long as you have like comparison with each other, like this one's higher than this one. That's really all you need to know. And high kick kind of nullifies all of them because it's just so broken. The hitbox is huge. The damage is insane. You move forward when you do it, so the hitbox actually moves forward. It does very little knockback, so you can loop them into themselves. It's just broken. What I think is interesting is you can still look around here. So you can just kind of be staring at his shoes while this is happening. Oh, you know what was interesting? I don't know if you've seen this in Discord or not. In the game discussion channel, there is original concept art for Solace. He used to look weird. Like, really weird. Recovery. What's recovery? What does that mean? But yeah. Yeah, he looked like a goblin or something initially. It was very strange. Yeah. Imagine if he actually ended up looking like that. After the impact, oh yeah.
This must be my fate. Dying like this.
Yeah, he did look weird. That'd be weird if he ended up like that. You know, there's a theory that Solace and Derek are the same person. Outside of them looking similar and them both like being able to do Talon things. I don't know how much weight there is to it. But, you know. I was thinking, I've talked about this before, the timeline idea of this game is pretty weird because how does Derek go to the future? Here, according to the wiki, the nuke reacts with his shield, and it's with Solace's shield, and it sends Derek into the future. Okay, so in the future, did Derek just show up at some point? Did he just pop in? And they're like, cool, let's put him in our memory machine. Yeah. Yeah, it's like, did he just show up at some point? Sent him into the future? And then they just put him in this memory machine? It's pretty weird. It's very odd. And I said this in the Discord as well with the first part of the game when Alex shows up. How does she do, like, a super jump? She just phases in and out and then jumps to nowhere. There's a lot that doesn't make sense. How to even survive the... Yeah, and here's the thing. If it was, like, the memory scan, it ends with him blowing up in a nuke. How does that happen? So did he survive that? Did he just stop existing in that timeline and move over to this one? How do your memories end with you blowing up? Backwards, yeah. And then she's just like, you know what? Reach for the sky. I'm gonna just jump. And knocks over the $50,000 equipment. I don't know. It's very confusing. The rift or whatever. I'm still not sure. You know what's else? If it was like time travel, how did what's his face? What's his name? Glenn. How did Glenn know what the pendulum effect was? Has he studied time travel before? How? Trying to read all the notes to see if there's any explanation. Yeah. I was thinking about doing like a thing where I read all the clipboards and did like a very smooth voiceover for all of them so that they could just be listened to like an audiobook. But that, I don't know how much reading that would take, and I'd have to find all of them first. Because I feel like there's some cool information there, but I have read very few of them.
Relax, it's over. You're still alive.
My cat's still just chilling on the floor. Come back, kitty. What did I knock over? What did you knock over?
We have Stefania to thank for this. Her
Imagine an all-note run. Imagine like an all-everything run. You have to kill every enemy. You have to drink every soda. You have to eat every ration. You have to pick up every bit of ammo. You have to read through every note. That would be like a 5-hour run.
fight, and Alex dying. Those are events that occurred a long, long time ago. We were using a memory scanner to help you
The all-everything run.
past events.
And something else, this right here that I'm playing off of is actually installed on doing a no-hit run. I don't know how that would work. I don't know. You'd have to play super slow and super carefully. Just like peek from around corners and stuff like that. Just wait. Oh, the wrong way. Move out of the way, glass. Move out of the way, glass. Let's chill. Oh, just shooting at you. Oh, yeah, I think that part, you can't not get hit in that part. Yeah. But, I have this copy of Breakdown, which is a Japanese copy. I do own it physically, but through some homebrew software, I have installed it onto the hard drive, which is an unmodified hard drive, and Rio said it was okay. So that's what I'm doing, just because I don't want to like put wear on the original disc, because it seems like very precious to me. So that allows me to keep Jet Set Radio Future in this Xbox and still be able to do breakdown runs, because I care about that disc a lot less, even though it's still like a cool disc. It's not the original Jet Set Radio Future disc, but it's like the combo pack one, and I got it at a local pawn shop that I go to every now and then. I got it for $2. It isn't like a super valuable game, but it's pretty neat. It also has like Buffy the Vampire Slayer trailer on it, which actually looked kind of good.
Who are you?
Yeah. I just have it sitting right here because it's the last thing I put in here. The case around it was pretty garbage, which is probably why it was $2. But then I think I swapped out Project Gotham Racing's case with it. So it is a nice case now.
I'm Alex. You're Derek Cole, right? I heard about you.
Oh, hang on. You can punch cancel. See, he started the jab, but he just slide. See, it's not really useful, but it's neat. There's also punch canceling. See how it does like a stutter? It's nothing significant, but you can do it to jump lower. You can also short hop by... Yeah. You can also short hop by crouching. Okay. Nothing? Nothing up here? I've thought about doing that before. It sounds like counterintuitive to the game's like design, but I kind of wish this was in third person. Oh, also Japanese version, this is terrible. It puts you in a really weird spot afterwards, so you have to figure out where you are. Normally in the US version, you just end up in the middle of these. You have to look up and figure out where you are. But yeah, I kind of wish the game was in third person. Just because I want to be able to see the character model, so it feels like I have more control over it. Puts you on the side. It does. It's when you first do it, it's very disorienting.
There's somebody there.
If only there was some way to get up there. You could just skip this next part, which is admittedly not very long, but it'd still be cool. But I don't think it's possible. Just because there's only like one way to up warp through things, and that's through one-way collision. Basically, some objects only have collision on one side, so if you jump through them, it'll push you above them. Uh-oh, I lost mad time here. And the show I'm listening to on YouTube just paused for some reason. Oh. Oof. Still gonna have 30 seconds. 30 seconds. Come on, 30 seconds. Original Halon gas time save. Bam. 42 seconds.
It's no use. There's no one around.
I have no idea. Yeah, one of the days when I was just going through here casually, just looking for all the sodas to document them, which by the way, my documentation of all the sodas is very poor. So unless I can understand it for the most part, because I wrote it like exactly how I speak for my descriptions of all the places, so it sounds and looks pretty stupid. And a lot of them,
Who's there?
a lot of the pictures for them was just me taking a picture of my CRT,
Glenn.
which I used to use, but now I don't because it doesn't support 480p, and 480p honestly looks better for streaming, so I'd rather just go off of... Hey! Get off the... Ah. Ah.
Lend me a hand, will you, Derek?
Okay, he's still chilling. My cat was scratching my chair. You haven't done that in a while. What's up with you?
I cannot die. Not
Be a good
yet.
kitty.
Not
Go sleep.
until I
Go
give
sleep.
this to you.
What's that?
There's all we have in abundance, Derek. This formula.
We almost there. We almost there, though. We do be almost there, though. Do be almost there, though. And then I can wait. I can hit download, go to sleep. In the morning it'll be downloaded. And then I can upload it and now take another 8 hours. But then, you know. You don't... There's only one spot where you have to use the boost reflexes, and that is in the final section. Which, why am I even doing this? I can just counterattack. Come on. Do it. There we go. You just hit him with one of those. Got him. Ooh, I honestly, I wish, do you think, no. I was like, do you think I can make it through there? No. Okay, let's chill. That shockwave is so good for dealing with crowds, because it just knocks everyone who's not guarding down. Oi, oi, oi. You scratching again, cat?
Wow, you're
Okay.
amazing.
It's gonna lock me in there. There we go.
Are you alright?
You know what's weird? If you punch him during this, he'll just shoot right up to his feet and be like, what's wrong with you? Even though he's not strong enough to stand. I just think it's funny. Kitty, come here. Meow. Meow. Oh, Mau Mau. This is the... She's a black cat, so she can't even be seen. But she's been a troublemaker this whole run.
If I don't go, who's gonna make you save the world, hotshot? Isn't that right?
Go. Go, little troublemaker. Meow.
But the future will be saved. Just tell me one
Better
thing.
not turn anything off over there.
You must meet up with me in the past, and then you must save
She is. She's very odd. She's 3 years old, full-grown cat. She only weighs 7 pounds. She's tiny, and she still acts like a kitten. So, she has a ton of energy, and you have to like very aggressively pet her, because otherwise she doesn't care about it. You have to like toss her around. Otherwise, she's like, it's nothing. And she's just exploring over there now. Meow. I don't know how I have a lead. This is astounding.
Obvious.
After this long, imagine if there was a way to skip this. Because this is pretty lengthy. Both the going to the future cutscene and this they're each a couple minutes.
We're going to materialize at different times.
Isn't it?
Find you somehow. I swear.
There, yeah. All right. And now like the 6 minutes that are left in the past, I guess. I like to refer to the first timeline as the alpha timeline just because Derek's alpha project, and the future timeline's beta timeline because Alex's beta project. Just makes sense to me. Anyway, it goes back in time through the pendulum effect. That's like a branch of the alpha timeline. It's maybe Solace. No, I don't know. I was thinking like maybe Solace is Derek from beta timeline, where Nexus is like already taken over. Maybe, but I don't know. Well. Ooh, and one of the rocks up here has an invisible wall that enemies can't pass, which is why you'll hear them like, you'll just hear his feet running after you. The rock, yeah, the one that's right in front of me right here. There's an invisible wall there that enemies can't pass. It's not crazy useful information, but it's information. Do you think the bridge before like when you go back here, you have the super jump and you're at like the big skeleton. The bridge jump is right before that. Do you think you can make that jump with the super jump? I should check. Ooh, there's only 2 more sodas, I think, as far as I currently know. I don't want to last night. Yeah, I don't know why I didn't test that out either. There's 2 more, and I think that's it. I think that's it. I hope that's it. And a new game plus, and you can super jump. That would be crazy. That would break the game. Maybe it might break the game. And what else was I gonna say? Yeah, where do you think the whole concept of extreme difficulty started? Because even in the Japanese release, there is no such thing. Also, that barrel just despawned. Oh, am I stuck? You know what? We're just gonna. That's a strat for another time. I guess you get stuck there. We still gotta save some time. Still gotta save some time. As far as I know, to my current knowledge, these are the last 2 sodas. This is it. This is the one. 50 seconds. Let's see it. I'll have saved some time over the previous split. Let's see it. Let's see it. Come on. And finally. There it is. Man. Finally have a decent run. I'm gonna go check something really quick. Just because there is a soda in here the first time around, but you don't have the key card, but oh yeah, you just can't use it. That's very interesting. Alright, I think I'm gonna go to sleep now. Like it's not, I should probably sleep. Alright, I'm gonna sign off. Thanks for watching, dude.